A new report just ranked 5 Arizona cities among the best places in the entire country for first-time homebuyers. And one Phoenix area city actually ranked number 2. Now, if you've been hearing that buying a home in Arizona is impossible because prices have gone up, you might be wondering, wait, how is Arizona still one of the best places for first-time homebuyers? The answer comes down to a mix of affordability, housing options, lifestyle, and the fact that people are still moving here from all over the country. So today, we are breaking down the Arizona cities that made the list, why they're attracting first time buyers, and what you should actually know before buying your first home here. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nurka. I'm a real estate agent in Phoenix, Arizona. I make videos to help people relocate to Arizona, buy their first home, invest, and figure out what life in Arizona is really like. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss on future videos about living in Phoenix. All right, let's get into it. So let's talk about this new report because the numbers are actually pretty interesting. WalletHub recently ranked the best and worst cities in the United States for first-time home buyers, and Arizona showed up in a big way. 5 Arizona cities landed in the top 10. Surprise ranked number 2, Gilbert number 3, Yuma ranked number 5, Peoria ranked number 6, and Chandler at number 8. And when you think about how competitive the housing market has been across the country, seeing Arizona dominate a list like this definitely gets people's attention. Because buying your first home today is not easy. A lot of buyers are dealing with higher interest rates, rising home prices, and the feeling that they might never be able to afford a home. But Arizona continues to attract buyers because there is still something really valuable here: options. You can find a newer community, different price points, outdoor lifestyle, job opportunities, and neighborhoods where people can actually picture building a life. And honestly, that's a huge reason why people keep moving here. So let's start with the city that probably caught a lot of people's attention: Surprise, Arizona. Surprise ranked number 2 in the entire country for first-time homebuyers. It's one of those West Valley cities that has grown tremendously. When I moved to Arizona, one of the things I noticed right away was how different the lifestyle felt compared to places I had lived before. Coming from New York and spending years in Tampa, I was used to a very different pace. Arizona gives you space. You can have a newer home, a backyard, a mountain views nearby, and access to outdoor activities without feeling like you're completely disconnected from everything. Surprise gives buyers a lot of those things. You have access to the White Tank Mountains, you have access to parks, restaurants, shopping, sporting events at the Surprise Stadium, and easy access to the Loop 303. For first-time buyers, especially those coming from expensive markets, that combination alone can be really appealing. You are not just buying a house, you are buying into a lifestyle. Another Arizona city that made the list was Peoria. And honestly, this one does not surprise me at all. Peoria is one of my favorite areas in the West Valley because it gives you a really good balance. You have newer neighborhoods, great restaurants, shopping, Lake Pleasant is nearby, and a lot of outdoor activities. When I was searching for my own home in Arizona, Peoria was not even on my top 3, so if I'm being honest. But once I opened myself up to other cities and became flexible, Peoria ended up where I bought my house because it checked a lot of my boxes. And that is something I tell buyers all the time. Don't just look at the house, look at your life. Where are you spending your weekends? How close are you to things that you enjoy? Does the neighborhood match the lifestyle that you want? Because your first home is not just about the walls and the countertops. It's about whether you actually enjoy waking up there. Now, Surprise and Peoria aren't the only Arizona cities getting attention. Gilbert ranked number 3, and that's honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Gilbert has become one of the most desirable communities in the East Valley because of its neighborhoods, restaurants, parks, and overall quality of life. Chandler also made the list at number 8. Chandler has been a major hub for technology companies, which brings job opportunities and it attracts a lot of professionals and families. And then you have Yuma, which offers a different lifestyle with more affordability compared to some of the larger metro areas. So, the cool thing about Arizona is that there really isn't just one type of buyer here. Someone moving from California might want something completely different than someone moving from New York, Texas, or Florida. And that's why understanding the different cities matter. So now let's address the big question. Is Arizona actually affordable? The answer is it depends. Arizona is not the super affordable secret that it was years ago. We have grown a lot. The Phoenix metro area has changed dramatically, especially since so many people moved here over the last few years. But affordability is not just about the price tag, it's about what you get for that price. Someone coming from a high cost area might look at homes in Surprise, Peoria, or Chandler and realize they can get more space, newer construction, and amenities they may not have had access to before. But buyers still need to be smart. You have to consider property taxes, HOA fees, insurance costs, utility bills, the commute time, and any future plans that you may have. Because buying a home is exciting, but you want it to be a decision that works financially long term. If you're thinking about buying your first home in Arizona, here is my biggest advice. Don't rush just because you're excited. And trust me, I get it. Moving to Arizona can feel like a fresh start. I know because I did it. I moved here from Tampa, and before that, I grew up in New York. Moving across the country was a huge decision, and finding the right place mattered because I wasn't just looking for a house. I was looking for my next chapter. And that's what I tell my buyers. The right home is not always the biggest home. It's the one that fits your lifestyle, your budget, and the future you are trying to build. Take your time, learn the neighborhoods, and ask a lot of questions. That is how you make a confident decision. But now I'm curious. If you were moving to Arizona and buying your first home, which city would be at the top of your list? Would you choose Surprise, Peoria, Gilbert, Chandler, or would you choose somewhere completely different? Let me know in the comments because I would love to hear your answer. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with a friend. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss on any future videos. I will see you on the next one.